goal is to do a couple episodes or a couple games of Professor Layton, and then do the Professor Layton and Ace Attorney crossover. I do want to do other Ace Attorney ones. I just feel bad because my favorite people can't come and watch it, and it's annoying. You know, I want to talk to my friends, and they can't come because they haven't played the games. But I do plan on doing all of the Ace Attorney games at some point. What? I'm never going to find a game that you haven't played. I'm going to talk to you. Sorry, I'm eating my popcorn chicken now. The last of my chicken. And I just have a cookie to eat. Yeah, give me a brief recap of I'll put some music on quickly, and we'll get a recap from Watered. I don't even need to be on BRB, I can just go to chatting. Yo, friends. It's I, your king. I'm here to talk. Waffle, 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 waffle. Blah 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 blah. Waffle, yeah, waffle on, you know? Waffling. It's how people say you talk too much. You waffle on. So Phoenix was implicated by Dahlia because he kept showing gift Dahlia had given to him, which was similar boiled from this case. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Just said, well, yeah, because it's the same as being like blah, 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 blah. You know, you just say a word over and over and over again. As she had poisoned Diego after case 4. Oh, so she killed Armando, right? That's how I knew his name. Okay, she was me. So that's how I knew his name before now, right? I had a feeling. It was something to do with, either that case or the case with the... I don't know why the case with the cowboy keeps coming to mind. Because it wasn't the case with the cowboy at all. But Armando's alive? Fictional. So is Dahlia, and she was meant to be dead for 5 years. So I wonder what his beef with Phoenix Wright is. Is it just because he took the evidence and stopped her from getting in trouble? Explained later. Fair. But I will sit here and I will give my opinions. My opinion is that Armando is sexy as hell. And Dahlia now deserves death. Death to Dahlia! I also need to go pee, so I am going to put you on BRB because I need to go to the toilet. Oh, BRB. So I won't say anything about that. Oh, Scooby-Doo. There's so many mysteries, Scooby-Doo. So many of them. This music feels a bit like a Macarena. What song was it? Was it this one? Also, I apologize. I kind of disassociated in the toilet for a second, so I have no idea how long I've been gone. I apologize. I really apologize. If I've been gone for a long time. Just a couple of minutes, good. I only figured out, like, I only come to because the dog came into the toilet and kind of headbutted me. The stream was saved by Scooby-Doo, else I might have been gone for like an hour. I could have been gone for like an hour at that point. I apologize. Thank you, Scooby-Doo. You saved a day. You pee with the door open? No, our door isn't So, most of the doors in the house have been, broken by my dad. So the door doesn't shut properly because he broke the frame to the door. And my mum's never bothered to get the council to, come and sort it out. So when the dog gets worried about me, he tends to open that door because it doesn't shut fully. So he kind of like bangs his head on it. Well, doesn't bang his head, but like pushes it with his head forward so that it comes out enough so he can get his paw in between the door. And then he opens it and walks in. Just Scooby-Doo things, you know? Yeah. DMing me wouldn't have done anything. I didn't have my phone with me. My phone is by the phone is by my microphone. It's really nice if you disassociate that. Yeah, it's only because we're home on our own. And I don't think I usually spend that much time in the toilet, so it worries him. If my mum and my cousin were home, again, take your phone with you. It's also on silent. And because it's Discord will not notify me because 1, I'm in streamer mode, and 2, I'm on Do Not Disturb. You would not have been able to get in touch with me. My point is, Fig, you would not have been able to get in touch with me. Oh god, that was really loud in my ear. Why? I'm not even sure if I actually peed. This is the horrible thing. I think I still need to go and pee again. Sisishisto, the treasured Kurain village heirloom, whose name means 7-brand sword. Shichishichu. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. The branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Don't worry, if I never come back from a toilet break or something, I probably just disassociated. I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm in my own head, you know? You're just not gonna get me back. February 6th, 9:48 AM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? Sure. You are a spirit medium after all. Just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Party, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Oh Cult, Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh, Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh yeah, by the way, Fig, are you up for hanging out tonight? Oh, it sounds too good to be true, I'll say. It sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hasakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold, just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? You're actually hanging out with your sister? That's fair, that's fair. If this is the last one, I might actually go until I finish this case, to be honest. I was just gonna say, when we do hang out and watch Inside Number 9, I'm probably not going to pay much attention to it because I didn't like it. Well, it didn't upset me. Upset might be the wrong word. But it made me angry. It is a long one, Well, we'll go for as long as I can, and then we've got tomorrow as well. Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah? And I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Yakuzura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm going to be nice and toasty at home. What the... What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... The demon. My name is Daniel Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Did it upset you in like a real way, or was it not good? It upset me in a real way. So it's not really a spoiler to say it's about phobias. Because the name of the episode is whatever the phobia, like pesca blah, 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 which is a fear of Friday the 13th. So, take it from that, what you need, that it upset me. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Yakuzura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes, oh thank you, Mr. Nick. You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Did they not notice that I'm going for this Dahlia person? Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at the temple, but I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. February 7th, 3:24 p.m. Yakuzura Temple, main gate. Bruh, it's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo! Her teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Oh, Mr. Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly, achoo! Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Choo! Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What with the past tense? We're freezing here. Ho. Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would pass... Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. What? Bikini? Really? Huh? Bikini. That's the name they went with her. Bikini. Uh-huh. Maya's pretty dumb and Pearl's is just a kid? True. But Bikini? That's right! Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. To be fair, alright, now I understand it. Now I get it. We're gonna see some butt cheeks. Wahaha! Ho! It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wahaha! Ho! Do her cheeks jiggle when she laughs? Reckless? Wahaha! Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. You can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble. Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? I will. What do you think, Nick? Pretty awesome gate, huh? It sure is. It looks pretty well maintained, too. This thing kind of puts your hometown to shame, Maya. Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened in Curran Village. We used to be a lot richer back when people hired to perform channelings. Oh, I see. But now the place looks a bit run down. I guess I was just born in the wrong time. That looks like the main hall where we'll be staying tonight. From here, it looks like one of those ice hotels you always hear about. You gotta have a heater or something in there, don't you think? I don't want to die. I'm not worried. I brought my hot water bottle. Do you bring one for me? What are you talking about, Nick? Who carries around 2 hot water bottles? Bruh, if the cold doesn't kill me, the Ice Queen over here will finish the job. Why didn't he bring one? Oh look, it's one of the snow motorcycle things. Most people call them snowmobile, you know. Snow motorcycle thing, snow blow meal, same thing. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this slowmobile. Or maybe she'd give me a ride on this blow snowball. I told you, it's snowmobile. Oh my god. I can't say it now. Fucking Maya. Yo! Thank you so much for the 28 months pledging to your king over here. Also, fuck off and spend time with Hale. Oh look, it's a cute little bell tower. I absolutely love the sound of a giant bell. Oh? So which do you like better, that or the sound of money? And when I tell you to fuck off and spend time with Hale, don't hate me because I told you to go and hang out with someone. You know, don't hate me like some people did. Back to vacation with Hale. Go! Go! So which do you like better, that or the sound of money? Sorry, but I'll take money for the win, Nick. But what are you apologizing for? Be careful with that talk, I know, right? Do you think you could take a look at this? I may not look like it, but I can tell you I'm very much in demand. And to be quite honest, I'm finding this a little difficult to say. What is she trying to say, Mr. Nick? I think she's trying to say that she's busy. But seriously, Nick, what's the deal? Nothing has ever happened yet, and you're already shoving evidence into people's faces. You need to forget about work and relax a little. Try to have some fun, okay, Mr. Nick? Yeah, you're right. Sure, pinning the hypothermia on the lawyer is great fun. Alright, no, it's just the same. So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my, you don't even know that. Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he is saying. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. Am I forgetting about... A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seem to envelope you. Her cheeks do jiggle! Wahaha! Oh, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what exactly is the special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia, or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Wahaha! Ho 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 ha! How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Miss Digmeyer up for this. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah, unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Wahaha! Ho ho ho! The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? with just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Claire. No. That's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in a temple preparing for this evening. In a temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? So she's in a temple, huh? Right. We're going. It's a suspension bridge? This does not bode well. Suspension bridge. Whoa, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Oh my god! Wait, this is the bridge! This is the bridge! This is literally the bridge! Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh. Hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. It might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, right? Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun. I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hop. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Oh, Nick, then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder. D-U-S-T-Y bridge, huh? It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Come on, Nick, take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. This sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick. Do I look like a pencil holder to you? Yes. I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. She could do with that. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. I guess that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? And do the special course? I think not. But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too. Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. The sign here is so old, the text seems to have vanished. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, alright, wooden staircase on it then. Do you really think that is necessary? You'd have to be blind not to see the stairs. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Hazakura Temple, main hall. Now we have proof. Hurting animals is a metric for psychopathy. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Achoo. Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mr. Meyer is right. Oh, I hope there's mashed potatoes too. I love mashed potatoes. Ha ha ha. What a cute little acolyte. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit! Did you come here for the special course too? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Yeah, you're Miss Elise Doonim. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller. Why are we all showing Zavari now? Why is it always fucking Zavari? I've got all your books, Miss Doonim. Ha ha ha. What a sweet little thing, what a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author maybe. Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. I like the fact it's got a giant maggot hammer in the back. There's a laughably large maggot hammer on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with the tiny maggot hammer I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Curran Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions to spirit channeling, kind of like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them, except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read these walls. Because we all like that. I fucking hate Zavari. It's a stack of straw, zabuton cushions. Maya told me this type of zabuton is called Enza. I suppose if I'd never come here, I'd have missed out on all these new things. Couldn't use the bathroom during tests? We were allowed to use the bathroom, but they they asked you to go beforehand because our tests were never that long anyway, so like, they were always like, can you please go to the bathroom first and then we'll start the test? There are straw zabuton cushions ranged around a hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. Alright, that's all. I'm sorry, I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright, I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Ha 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 ha. Oh, well, my phone apparently isn't on silent. I thought it was. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much they asked if it was right to make it into a book. Wow, it must have been a really great story. It'll be 3 hours. They had to let you pee. We were on a big school, so they just escorted you if you needed to go. Well, I never went to university, so I couldn't say anything about that, but the longest test I ever did in secondary school / doing my A-levels was about 2 hours. And to be fair, most kids at that point could go 2 hours without peeing, because some teachers just didn't want you to go during class, so you just didn't go. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Lawrence. Loris Doonim. Alright. How do we say these names? I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Loris's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Donim? Donim. It looks like Donim. Donim. Right, Donim. 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 Wow, I can't wait to read it. Paris is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's a really sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes. The good people here are kind enough to let me borrow this. Am I writing it down? Yes. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. I did write it down. I know Elise, because I have a friend called Elise. I'm guessing the other name was Larice. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Elise is your sister's middle name? Nice! Elise was one of my best friends at work before she went to university in London to become a fashion designer, and she's doing really well. Like, she's done some big events and stuff as well. Like, she's done really well. She was literally the sweetest girl I'd ever met. She deserves everything. Sadly, we did not keep in touch. So, I do not know a famous fashion designer, but I knew of her. Or I knew her before. I know of her now. I knew her before. It's the one name that's a bit of a stretch. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, I want to help with whatever I can. Pearl's looks like she's just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? The inner temple. There it is, on the other side of the bridge. Oh my god, this is so weird. She's literally living in the temple on the other side of the bridge that she killed someone on. What? She goes by that on Facebook because her father-in-law had an accident here in town and an old lady died and her son was harassing him. Oh shit! That's really sad. That really sucks. I know a couple people that use their middle names on Facebook so that only people they know will find them. It's a good way of doing it. Like, if you want to have that kind of extra safety on social media, use your middle name. Especially if you don't give it out very often. It's a really terrible place. It was really dark, so it was 100% not his fault. That's really sad. That's super sad. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, Nick. Let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. Alright, this. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple to go help the other nun out. Oh, right. I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. I want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find. Or could Iris be the other sister? No, the other sister's body was found. Alright, the Iris has to be Dahlia. I feel like it's gonna be one of mine. Like, it's gonna, like, tie everything together, and I'm excited. February 7th, into Temple Gate. Whoa! That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. And at least half the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention, the last part only had, like, one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across the death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised, too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time. Guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you go to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? See, I can slide. I know I can slide. It originally get written as a conclusion to the entire... Oh yeah, because you said it was originally only going to be a trilogy, wasn't it? I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to cross that bridge again. No worries, Nick. No one is offering you any money. That's because no reasonable person would call that pile of puppet school sticks a bridge. The latter half of it was nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Hey, if we want to get back, we've got no choice but to cross it again, you know? Maybe I'll just stay. I've always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Hello and bye, Avia. It looks like this bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires. They're really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker? Oh, stop it. You're such a worrywart, Nick. If the bridge were really going to collapse, I'm pretty sure the boards would break before these wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. An overripe avocado. Oh wow, look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya. But there's so many. They wouldn't notice if I took just one. Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you going to do with one of those anyway? Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh, but you've got to admit, it looks a lot like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robot incinerator can walk? I told you, it's not a robot, and it's not especially big either. Bah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. Fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? Me. Actually, I wouldn't, because I'm king, therefore I don't need to. Hey, a half-open gate, that's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry. Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know? You expect a lawyer to go along with that. Oh, come on, you're such an old lady sometimes, just let's go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you've got me scared. Let's just forget about it, okay? It looks like there's something written on it. I can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'd say it says in a temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here. I guess the sign is a good indication of how long this place has been here. Are you saying all warts are worried by it? I pay all the money? You break the law all the time? You know what? I really would like a book on the law of the Phoenix Wright universe, because I feel their law is completely different to any law you will ever see, especially the law down in the corner there, being all sexy. You could just issue a royal decree to force... I know, I could. I should have done that for my coronation. Yo, Sarah, how's it going, buddy? I was lurking in your stream yesterday. I did see a little bit of your stream. But I was kind of just trying not to panic. Trying not to panic. You just peeled an orange. It was the... Oh no, what happened? And Diego wasn't in sight either. Look! Look! I couldn't even look at him at the beginning of stream because I might have, you know, had a moment. So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? I know, hope you're... I did a dumb. And then, because I did a dumb at a dumb time, that dumb has stuck with me. And I keep going back to worrying about the dumb. But there's nothing I can do about the dumb for at least another couple weeks. So, I'm just trying not to think about it. But I did see that your stream was because you were anxious. I hope all the anxiety and stuff left you. I hope the stream was enough to was enough to do the thing that my brain can't help. Help the situation. The dumb will be forgiven. Also, just so people remember, I'm gonna just put it out here. Tomorrow is Akbar's birthday. I'm also gonna say... I was also gonna say, Akbar's having some... I'm saying this now, so people know to just wish him a happy birthday, because he's having a hard time. I'm not gonna go into it. I might tell some of my mods later on, but he's having a very hard time at the minute. Something bad's happened in the family. So, if you have time, make sure tomorrow to wish Akbar a happy birthday. Another May birthday. It's not just another May birthday, mate. It ain't just another May birthday. It's another double birthday. You don't know the person who was born on that day as well. She's called Lime. Well, she's not actually. She's called Megan. She's actually called Sincerely Me. But Peanut Butter Gamer read her name as Sincere Lime. So we call her Lime. She's wonderful. It's her birthday as well. She's also just having a horrible life. I can't talk about her. Her brother died like a year or two ago from cancer, and she's very slowly picking herself up from it. So it's a very special double birthday tomorrow. It's a very special double birthday. So two of the people that I've known for ever since I've been in the Ham Fam, and have always been there for me. Losing people is really hard. Yeah, and she fucking loved her brother as well. Like, her and her brother were so close. Her brother sounded like such a wonderful guy as well. Like, he'd fought that cancer, like, twice. And then, like, the last time, he just could not fight it anymore. It was really hard. To people... I'm really proud of Lime. You might sometimes on Twitter see me talk about Lime. Or, like, retweet her and stuff. I'm so proud of her, because she's done so much to... come out of it and, you know, move on and honor his memory and stuff. She's such a wonderful young lady. I love Megan so much. Scooby, why are you here? There's no chicken left, buddy. There's only a cookie and you're not having it. Lime is such a sweetie too, she is. You didn't get a dissertation from me this morning because I barely woke up and then I put the coronation on and that's it. I just sat and watched the coronation all morning. And then I was too late to make food, so I had to order food because I needed to eat. Alright, Scooby, get out. Scooby, get out. But yeah, whilst Megan's probably going to have a lovely birthday, and as I said, she doesn't really come around here or anything. Akbar, he's going to have a really tough birthday tomorrow, so... Just so people know. Just so people know. Scooby-Doo, can you please go away? You just sat here being all cuddly. What are you doing? Are you lonely? Have they all left the do? Have they all left the do? So you need to come here for me? For me? I don't need to do. I'm working, buddy. I'm working. I gave you some chicken as well. You had a bit of chicken. You did. Alright, go on, go to bed. Go to bed. Bed. Scooby. I'm okay, Scooby. I'm okay. You don't need to wake me up again. Mr. Guard Dog over here. Nice, Dogman, nice. So you've had very little sleep. Oh shit, Sarah, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get lots of rest today, in between doing stuff that you need to do. Come on, buddy, get out. Out. Good boy. Alright, he finally left. Nope, he comes right back in. Don't do that, Scooby-Doo. He's laid down behind my chair. I can now not move my chair, else I might accidentally roll into him. Of all the places in the world you could be right now. I've got a picture. I'll post it in pictures. I don't think there's anything you can't see in the picture. This is when, like, I've got a brow on the floor or something, and you just see my brow. You'll have to deal with it. Nah, it's just my Udi in the background. He's literally lying on one of my wheels. There was no bra, don't worry. You have to put a bra on today, don't you? Or does your sister not deserve a bra? And going postal in the foreground? It is on the floor by my feet, yes. It does look like he's just lying there, ready to read Going Postal. I don't like him being there because I don't want to accidentally roll over him. Right, I'm going back to the game. Avia, I will probably reply to you after stream. I've already disassociated once in this stream, though. So, I'm not sure you're going to get much from me today, other than maybe sadness if something sad happens. But other than that... Imagine me being a nerd and identifying that. I kinda knew you would. It looks kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. So you're training here tonight, huh? Yep, then everyone will see my spiritual powers. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Can I not go in? I want to go in. No. Yes. This just looks like a prison. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Perry's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep, definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Thick with the tits? It's her! Killer! Demon! Demon! Excuse me, but who are you? Ah! Yeah, you're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that, don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Mariah? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Faye. It's a pleasure to meet you. Buddy, to be up in golf or chat, let me know. I'm just gonna work on work stuff. Wait a minute, let me just text Avia so that she doesn't have to stay, because this case you do not want to see anything of. This is the final case, and it's going to be full of spoilers, even small ones, for a lot of stuff, so... I want... Just to be good for King Anna? Yeah, be good for the king. See, I have a crown! I have a crown! Alright, there we go. Let's get on. On my face, a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. The demon! She sure is beautiful. And a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... It should say Irish with Iris with quotation marks. Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Huh, nothing. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. Not quite. The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. Been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Navari. I know what it is. I-R-I-S. Ha 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 ha. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. He was, but right now he isn't. Right now he's in anger. A hanging scroll. Wait, I missed that. Ack. What is it? Why do you scream like that? The scroll. It's my mother. What? It's Misty Faye, the master of the current school of channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll. That's a special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what that mark means. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. I can't even recognize her face. Maya. Oh! Could that be Misty then? Could she be Misty? You're not wrong that this is going to tie everything up, right, Warted? Right, Warted. Warted. It's a hanging wall scroll showing Maya's mother, Misty Faye. It's not that old. That crest at the top is the official mark of the master. I wonder if this temple has some sort of connection to the Fae family. I think it does, actually. Supposedly, it was founded by a branch family member of the current school. I'll have to ask Bikini in more detail when I get a chance. About Maya and the Fae family in general. She didn't seem to know anything about the Fae family, though. Right. Dude, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Irish at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey you, wait up. You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Why is Larry here? What is Larry doing here? Je refuse discussing except past certain points. No, I get it. I get it, Warted. I get it. I get it. You can't give anything away. And I appreciate it. I'm still gonna shout at you and talk shit. You know I don't want to know. Okay. Hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Loris Donim. Why did I know that was coming? Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Loris. I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. So what are you doing with the last name Donim? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you, last time? The Master Mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I come across it, the Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Donan? It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. She kind of looks like Mia? Wow, that's a beautiful photo. She's looking right at the camera. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay, I just happen to have made extra prints. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. To tell the truth, you must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? Well, what are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Oh my god, no, he's an incel. We turned Larry into an incel. Oh no. Oh no. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Look! Look! Oh my god! Oh, I love it. Very secret photo, extremely secret. Much wow. He turned himself into an incel, true. Now that you mention it, I wonder. You need to lie down? I hope you get a good rest, Sarah. I hope everything sorts itself out for you. I know you've had a stressful time the last couple days. It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended and something else began. Oh, Larry, it sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Donan. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. It's gonna be Elise. Elise? It's gonna be Iris, right? Hey, I know I may not look it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Picky picky, aren't you? Maybe he should have made better. Yeah. Oh no, I do need to figure something out with him, I guess. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, her, my little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Draw me like your French girl kind of thing, Larry? Is that what you're going for? Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at that dream. This guy will never change. Everyone. Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at when Mystic Maya is going to be training. Pearly is so cute. Imagine making bad choices. I definitely don't. I don't know what a good choice is. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle with endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha 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 ha, no pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Well, let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. I like bikini. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. But really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. Pearls is absolutely smitten with Miss Donim. So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Totally hear you there. Miss Elise, so, for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. And what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Who's gonna die? I don't want any of these people to die, other than Iris, maybe. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Yeah! Oh, Miss Donim, are you going to use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Miss Elise Donim, a woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is... Oh. Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her and maybe get some answers. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my only home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. I see. But you didn't go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone too. It's not exactly something worth bragging about, but I don't see any Cyclops. So I guess that means she's not lying. But please don't stare at me like that. So this is good. I don't think I'm gonna like if this is like another sister or a doppelganger or something like that. I don't know. It was a big enough thing that she was apparently dead and come back to life. It couldn't be amnesia though. Because she's not lying about being here since she was a little kid. Unless she can confuse Cyclops. You alright there, buddy? What's up? What are you doing? Get out. What kind of place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. But I have to admit, it is a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that, huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. But really? So then why stay in a place like this? Ah! Is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I had to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright. Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said, Mr. Wright. How do you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. No, that's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Oh, there's the lie! Fucking lies, Iris. It's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. God damn it. She's got, oh, they're gonna think I've killed her. She's giving me her hood to make it look like I've killed her. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. Ah. What the? A blood-coloring stream coming in the courtyard. Definitely not still eating. Give me a second. No, never any food. I would never eat a cookie on stream, ever. That's Dogma's job. Dogma's a cookie eater. My cookie is better because it's white chocolate. Now I'm just getting the cookie out my mouth. You got white chocolate macadamia nut cookie at work, nice. I really like the KFC cookies because they taste just as nice as the Subway cookies, but there's a very nice crunch to them that the Subway cookies don't have. I was gonna say, did you get it from Subway? Alright, I'm gonna run downstairs and get my cold Coke. My cold cock out of the fridge. Give me a second. I'll also throw away all my stuff. You have a chip. Yeah. There was one chip left. You can have a chip. Do you like your potato, dude? You gonna come downstairs with me? Let's see if they've left. Dude, get off my bed. You're gonna find yourself, bud. Come on. Going downstairs to eat a treat. Jesus Christ, dog. Right, I'm back. Ugh. You got a treat, don't worry. That's cream. I'm sure it comes from around here. Thank you. Ah, someone's there. On the ground. Mr. Donin! Squish. Just step on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. Well, what are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you? But forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Oh my god. I'm so out of shape. Running up the stairs tires me out. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it with me. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. Fuck's sake. Well, enjoy the wiggling. Enjoy the wiggling when I do some stretches. The coughing wasn't to do with being out of shape. The coughing is because I've got a bit of fucking cookie stuck in the back of my mouth, alright? You missed it yesterday, Fig. We had to strengthen our meetup. Oh, don't start this again. Go away. Go away, Scooby. I can't right now. I can't. Look at her vibrate. Also, Iris lied to us. She's got a mobile. Oh, she might not have lied. She said she could use one. She didn't say she had one, but she did say she could use one. So she might not have just mentioned that she had one. Ugh. Come on, Bikini. Talk for me. Do the talking for me. Stretch, 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 stretch these bones, yo. Right, there you go. There's your stretches. 1 minute stretches. The stretch. You've got no choice. You'll have to use the public film by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will. Iris will. Oh, it was Iris. Huh. Huh. It's further than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya what happened to. Ah. Whoa! Dusky Bridge is burning down. What the heck happened? What are you doing here? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Clarice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But, please, call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. It must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Crap. Ah! Nick! Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's plank snapped and gave way, and as I was swallowed by the internal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. What the hell? What? That's like, oh my god! So much just happened! Guys! They can't do it to be continued me there! Things occurred. They did. Date unknown. Time unknown. Location unknown. Who could that be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's Larice. Larice Donan. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... But wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life is in danger. What? What happened? Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. I love the... Wait! Hold up. Are we currently edgy? Are we currently Edgeworth? Am I actually sexy right now? I'm trying my hardest not to burp down the microphone. February 8th, 2:19 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Check my dumpy? Oh, I have a dumpy, guys. Well, you should have tried a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise and Nick. Oh, for fuck's sake, why does it always do that, huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by a hospital and paid right a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Donan. He was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right, you got it. But, they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave me They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other? He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that could represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What are you expecting? He's asking a prosecutor to be the defense lawyer. Wait. Am I gonna get all 3 of my husbands in one thing? Is it gonna be Edgeworth versus Goddit, and we're gonna have Gumshoe on the stand at some point? Please tell me Gumshoe does show up. I want a yes to that. Just tell me yes. Even if it's a no, just tell me yes so I can be angry later. Are we gonna get the 3 men? The three boys? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. That's true. That's true. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such disarray? Or such decay, even? Yeah, he wasn't here to know about that. Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. But Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Larice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. The camera is glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Is something bothering you? Oh, excuse me. Oh, we're Edgeworth. Guys? You know what? Before I sat and watched the coronation, I was half tempted to try to find a way to turn my bear into Edgeworth for today. And then I just become Edgeworth anyway. I don't need to be the bear Edgeworth. The guard is glaring at me. Right, no, he's just gonna glare at everyone. He's just literally glaring at everyone. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to... Right. Really? I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned on your lapel? Well, you see, I borrowed it. Who's the woman on this hanging scroll? Well, I don't know the details, but... I've heard she's the master of the current channeling technique. Master? Yes, Mystic Misty. She is a great spirit medium. That's what I've heard. I also heard that she went missing over 15 years ago. Spirit mediums. There's no such thing anyway. Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about them. They're nothing but frauds. She doesn't know anything about it, of course. But there was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the master myself. That's called a demon warding hood. I gave that to Mr. Wright last night. He was wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today. It's an important item for protecting the acolytes from evil spirits. If it's so important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for inner monologue. Oh my god, I love him! I love him so much! Oh, he's such a boy! I love him! I'm sorry, I don't leave the temple grounds very often, so I don't know very much about the outside world. I was against the idea of Red Temple appearing in that magazine. I was afraid that this type of a tragedy might occur. In that case, why did you allow them to run an article about you? It was Sister Bikini. She's actually rather fond of attention, surprisingly so. She certainly does look rather happy in this photo. More importantly, what happened to Pearls? Pearls was missing last I knew. That's Mystic Elise Donim. She's a picture book author, so I've heard. Does she come to Hazakura Temple often? No, this was her first time. It's just that she was a very important visitor. Is that so? Yes, Sister Bikini told me. Be certain not to offend her. The victim, Miss Elise Donim. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. Mr. Wright, how bad is this cold? Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who is still trapped in the inner temple. And he's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Really? Yes. Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. I'm sorry. I don't leave the temple. She doesn't know our husband? Chat's husband? Oh, that's Mr. Larice. I'm sorry, who did you say it was? Larice Donim. He's a Mystic Elise's apprentice, I think. Alright, now who exactly is this guy? He's a very sincere, hard-working person. Did I say something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Excuse me, I was temporarily at a loss for words. Take a trip, come home, be thrust suddenly into a bizarre world. Yeah, I was gonna say, Misty and Edgeworth kind of have their personal histories all together, and Edgeworth is a bit of a grump about it all. That's Mystic Elise Donim. She's a picture book author, so I've heard. Does she come to Hazakura Temple often? No, it's the same thing. It was the same thing. You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet, somehow, you seem to know right. You two must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgeworth, whomever it was, it couldn't have been me. What's that supposed to mean? Well... Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple, what's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train to purify my soul. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. She told us she was going to the toilet, though. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night, I see. And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but... I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story, I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened? What exactly were you so frightened of? Well, what in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The Psycho-locks. Did he call them Psycho-locks? I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Huh? So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Donim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means that he believes that she's not lying. Heh. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Well, why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. Oh! He called us friends! He calls them Psycho-locks? Yep, I love him. I meditated when murder happened. Sounds like she was waiting for it. I just sat there and waited until I heard the scream that I knew was coming. You see, I'm a bit of a demon myself, you see? It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. What's going on? I'm so confused. Very well, I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. I'm so very confused. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Alright, we're going. We're not even going to try with the thing. February 8th, Dusky Bridge. It sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's him! Look at him! I want him! Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shopping around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. He's just happy his husband's back. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Goddard was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Goddard? Alright, let's examine. So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusty Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, Detective. Try reading it one more time. Ah, you're right. It's Dusty Bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. How is the joke funnier when Gumshoe makes it than when Maya made it? Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of those anymore. That's true. Since we've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure, why not? Oh, darn it, I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Oh my god, I love him so much! It looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's gotta be around 100 yards or so. Detectives, that's not even close to 100 yards. Well, I gotta admit, I'm not very good at judging distances. It's about 20 yards or so, and impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. That's not such a great name if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. Our absolutely ridiculous measuring method, they are. Huh? What's that thing doing on your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? You bet it is, sir. A prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge? That's like a detective with a license to kill. Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning? Look, I'm just an everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay? It's not something to be proud of, detective. Oh, no. I'm happy. There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything really. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know. She probably never expected to get so popular. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet, but you could say the exact same thing about him. I mean, to be fair, yes. Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. But really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired, or maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end, so yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. Thought you were really into instant noodles last year. Got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Aww. He's supposed to be Miss Elise Donim's apprentice or something. Alright. Tell me what the pun with their names are. He might not have a pun name, but what is Elise Donim? I don't get it. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice, but he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Pseudonym. Ah. It makes sense now, yes. Like using the same characters because they're popular. It is. I would have liked her first name to have played into it as well. So now we don't know about this pic. Oh wait, we already know this. The picture is basically the same thing. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you were quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagined you to be, sir. Oh, Gumshoe, I love you! Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Yes. Yes. I'm guessing that was based on that fan base, because yes, he does. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as simple does, as they say. Oh, we've got what? I can see you two getting very, 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 very horny for edgy in the comments. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. That's so unlike me, I know, right? How does some plain old, you know, not sexy character like Edgeworth have this kind of effect over two so innocent, so non-lewd, so, you know, virgin-esque people in my charity, in my chat? So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look, before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And, is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. We should be alright in this cold. So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? So who is this Prosecutor Goddard? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? He just become a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Goddard has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. Voldemort. He is becoming more and more like Voldemort. The Voldemort of coffee. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Goddard myself. Instead of losing his nose, he lost his eyes. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Volgodor? Exactly. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got the information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. God damn it, boy! Hazakura Temple, main gate. Thank you, thank you. Both of you have done a funny today. One funny. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Alright, it's gonna be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Thank you for the 50 quid, Fictional. Thank you. I appreciate it. And indeed, PC fund. We can retire happy now then? You can. I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and what kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney. Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's a prosecutor, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Do I not half hold it?
Objection!
I have objection. That's it, I had hold on from Danganronpa. I think I've only got objection from Phoenix Wright. Everything else is the Danganronpa ones. Good awarded. Boop, boop, boop. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Humph, dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did. I did wonder if he was saying it wrong. I was like, I'm sure sherbet isn't what he means, because sherbet is like the sugary stuff, isn't it? And sorbet is the ice creamy stuff. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Even ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Bright, that is. Also, I was thinking, because so many of you are so close to 100 subs, gifted subs. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to put my headphones somewhere that's not on my ears so I can hear the music. Because I want to hear the music, but I don't want them on my ears right now because my ears are hurting. Oh, that's better. And it's not picked up by my microphone either. Nice. Yeah, because so many of you are close to 100 subs. I was thinking of doing something for whoever gets to 100 gift subs first. But I don't know what yet. So I'll get back to you on that. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. You got a real flair for words, sir. I've always appreciated this kind of old timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel too. Take this coat, for example. Like a fine wine, it gets better with age. Even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. I suggest you watch that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Wow. That must be the main hall back there. A brilliant deduction, sir. Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe? A brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir. According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. I can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I've got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it Snow Car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. If you have the right tires, can't they go on snow? I can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminded me. There's something I've always wondered about. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. We call a person who tells a lie a liar, right? So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or a truer for a guy who tells the truth? Oh man, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight. I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. Call them snow tires? I kind of knew they were snow tires. Oh, wait a minute, you were just copying what Gumshoe was doing. Never mind. I thought you were being an ass to me, and I was like, I kind of knew that. I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. I like having Edgeworth as my second. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've got to do it. You've got to save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. You just hate everyone. Hey, I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have... Right, he's just gonna say that. He didn't even give him a glance. He's not gonna do anything. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Car with treads or skis like a snowmobile when it's warm and safe to drive on large amounts of snow. Yeah. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back to your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Wow, Larry! I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Well, as I suspected, Psycholox. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. February 8th. Hazakura Temple, main hall. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Thank you, Warded. I see what you did. You just want me to spin my wheel and talk about Dick's weenies. As always, you two, I am super grateful for all the money. You two don't need to donate anymore. You have donated enough, both of you. Let me get what we need up, though, to spin the wheel. Because I know you two want to see the wheel. I appreciate it. And hopefully, when Asuna comes back, I'll be able to actually start buying the PC. I'm just waiting for Asuna to come back from visiting hell. Let me close that ad, because there's a poor pig, and no one wants to see the poor pig. Right. Ready? You guys ready? We've got another Nuzlocke. So close to mod shopped, it really was. Oh, you don't need to see my Discord. Why is Discord coming up? Right, let me put this in here. We should do that soul thing. We should. Alright. Let me add that to the actual list. And let me... Got in there. Streamlabs. We need to reset the goal. He does always tend to make sure that the goal number is on a 69 somewhere. He's done it a couple times now. Oh. You know what? The next goal is going to be 69069. Remove that from the wheel. Right. Ha ha ha. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek for it, big boy. Wah ha ha ho ho ho. I'm Miss Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's a witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Let's examine some stuff. Oh, what's this? There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Hey! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue, a super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Nice going then, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. It's an altar with a giant magatam enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Just stop that. Cut that out. Please don't blow out the altar candles. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Bay Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Kurain exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. Who would want a birthday party for themselves? No one. There's flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. Whoever slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogeyman wouldn't hunt me down for eternity. Alright. Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? Oh, it's one cat box. But where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. These are a type of zabuton cushions called Enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. True. Being alone on my birthday sounds like a good time to me. I had to spend time with you guys on my birthday. Yuck. Maggie eating his weenies, probably. I mean, don't we all dream about Maggie eating our weenies? About this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Isn't that Madonna? Material girl? How go with Jackson Sim? Yo, Pocky, how was sleep last night? It's going well, it's going well. We're on the last case. Wow, the last case of the trilogy. Huh? Ah, well, look what you found. That's the master of the current channeling technique, Mystic Misty Faye. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan, but even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. It was Mia, wasn't it? Mia was meant to, but then Mia died, so it's now Maya. Better? Nice, I'm happy to hear it. Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? About this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for wait, no. Right. About this picture. Oh, look at that. I look pretty so to the Xy, don't you think? S to the Xy, even though. Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines, but this time we had our reasons. Is that so? For example, ha 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 ha. Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? True. Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame on yourself. Quiet, what do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours, it's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. That is really mean. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. About this here. Oh, that's just gonna be... It's her fucking statement! Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard, but your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Ha ha ha, ho ho. Ugh. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Ho ho, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back. With the sword. Do you see this criminal? With your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes, I love him. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. Gumshoe is trying his best. He really is. I'm really liking this duo. This duo is adorable. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. As a head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. She left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I'd better try to get some more details. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course... Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 330,000 times. Imagine liking a game where you play as Gumshoe and Edgeworth. You know what you might like playing then? Ace Attorney Investigations? It's on the list! Let me get my book so I can add it to the list! Ace Attorney Investigations. That is a redeem. I didn't put Pokemon here. Pokemon. Team Rocket. Redeem. Did I put DMCA? Oh, DMCA. DMC1. Yeah, that's in there. It is on the list. On a list. You don't mean to tell me they're still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, 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 of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Imagine thinking of that after you nearly finished playing this. I was gonna ask you if Gumshoe was our detective partner in the Edgeworth games. I'm happy to hear he is. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya-Faye's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mr. Elise after we finished with dinner cleanup, but I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. It might be too much for me. I'll make sure to have Gatorade to hydrate myself. You'll need to keep yourself hydrated. I will hydrate. Here. There's my hydrate. This man, his face betrays a life of suffering, great wariness of the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? It sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain the right situation to her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. Yeah, you stick up for yourself, baby. About this here. That's gonna be Immaterial Girl again. This is Mr. Galeese's apprentice, is it not? I think he might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy at any rate, huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. But I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. I am head nun after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty for everyone's sake. Oh, wait a minute. I keep pressing on her, but the picture in this is just the same thing. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. You were saying Iris come to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin the training. But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens. She has nothing to say about my husband? It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mr. Galeese has been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost. You know, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma. Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fae name is synonymous with the Quirine channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Quirine channeling technique. Detective. I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midichlorians. She's not a Jedi, buddy! Ho, ho, ho! So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's nothing to do with it. Oh, this poor girl, where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Do you think she maybe fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I become a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. Oh, we can go to the courtyard now as well. The game really lent into references. It really did. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. It looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? How much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah. They're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the science, Miss Edgeworth? Is that world starting to go mad? Been away for a while, Edgeworth. Things change, right? The main hall of Annakumaa Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right, but I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Annakumaa Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are in different levels. Oh, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? I failed to see how we could consider that to be even remotely a good idea. Because he's an idiot. Give me a stepladder joke. The main gate must be just over the stone wall. Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone could introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? God damn it. What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Donan. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes. What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anybody about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it? This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Oh, Gumtree. Gumtree? I keep calling him Gumtree. He's Gumshoe. Jesus Christ, Anna. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. It sure is. It's called a Shito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. You know what they say about a wizard staff? It's got a knob on the end. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood. Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of this sword too. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't really feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Donan. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim is between 10 and 11 PM on February the 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. It just happens to be the room that Elise Dolan was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Look at them wobble. At 10 PM, after ringing the bell for light out, Iris went to the temple. When she got there, Bikini had to take over while she went back to Annakumaa Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Got It guy, but nobody can get hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and will be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be the judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Wasn't he the head prosecutor for, like, the longest time? What is the inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Oh, he cares about Maya! That's cute. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe he scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of cycle locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Not really, though. Funnily enough, he does become chief prosecutor later in the series. Fair. I thought he was. Never mind. Oh, he's not there. Maybe he's at the detention center. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Donan with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple, and yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those cycle locks. Right.
Take that!
Oh, we get Edgeworth take that. I was frightened. Since I have been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen that happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, it is really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear, I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't leave your own room? Is it this?
Take that!
I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Ah! Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth, yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, There's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wondered about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you don't want your secret told to. It's right? Phoenix Wright. Ah, you mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. So, I got down with my car, and my father wanted to put his rims in his truck and take a bend into the house. You never get any rest, Dogma. You need some rest at some point. Game 1's bonus case, but with some of the things there, he didn't immediately replace her. But that's probably what I got confused with. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. You know, yeah. You really need just a weekend where you can just be a cat and lie around the place and do your own thing. I'm sorry everything's so stressful for you, buddy. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is a secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes. It looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Well, I don't care. I'm sorry, I do not care. Of course, Larry is living here. Oh, nice! What kind of food are you getting? Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Huh. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. All the love to Granny Cat? Yeah. I hope she has a lovely birth. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you, about what you just said, I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Oh, gosh, Gumshoe, you ooh. Oh my god, I can't read. Gumshoe, you oaf. Gumshoe, you oaf. You've never been? You'll have to let us know what you get. Japan, one step away from prison. Oh, it was so funny. This weekend, Lewis Hamilton kind of compared Florida to Saudi Arabia and drove the American fans crazy. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection, and in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Yellow, green, and what? Oh, I don't know. They've got the Italian flag, so it's not just an accident on the Italian flag. Maybe it's their made-up country that they're in. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Ugh. What is this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art classes in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. I thought this was because of his old job. Remember when he was selling the hot dogs? This was like the thing. It could be Wrong Island. Yeah, it could be Wrong Island. I posted a link to the place in Discord once to search. Nice. Bet the American Hamilton fans were all surprised Pikachu face. A lot of them were a little upset. But his whole point was that the laws that they have about the LGBT community are very similar to the bad ones they have in Saudi Arabia. So he was gonna still use his LGBT helmet for the race like he does in Saudi, because it's basically the same thing, kind of thing. And like a lot of them realized that was it was, and a lot of them were like, "We're not as bad as Saudi Arabia," and we were like, "They're talking about the laws, my dude. They are that bad in Florida." This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. I mean, he's lucky just to have, you know, a bad fever. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. Ah, I still can't believe it. Really? What is it, Larry? Nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. Something about that statement smells, and you know what they say. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I remember. That straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose is an appropriate name in some senses. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be a heaven because that thing is hell. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. Apparently it's Italian. Nice! Let me have a look. Let me get up on my phone. Let me have one look. Pizza and calzones. Veal, pasta. Oh, they look like they have a lot of stuff. Oh, what's in their seafood? Capellini Supreme, a combination of blue mussels, shrimp, and sea scallops, sauteed with fresh garlic, onion, and plum tomatoes, simmered in herb white wine sauce. Ooh. Sicilian strip steak. Boneless strip steak covered with peppers, onions, mushrooms, and cheese, grilled to perfection. Served with a side of pasta or french fries. That sounds amazing. Oh, they've got surf and turf, steak and shrimp. I love surf and turf. I hope you have a good time. I hope you get lots of good foods. You're gonna make me hungry? Look at the menu, Fick. It will drive you insane. It looks amazing. That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. I'm always hungry. I had reindeer and tuna pizza on Sunday. How was that? That sounds amazing. It won't be as good as what's here, but I might order pizza. Do you really want pizza if you're going for dinner with your sister? Unless you can get like a small pizza, I guess. It was amazing. You really shouldn't. Where's this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Oh yeah, you don't mind eating it like tomorrow and stuff, do you? I think because I speak to Avia so much and she's like got such an aversion to keeping food and eating it at a later time. Like as soon as her food goes cold, she's got to throw it out. She doesn't do like leftovers and stuff. I talk to her so often about food and stuff that I forget that you're like me. You'll just stick it in the fridge and eat it later. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're gonna have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah, it's to do with, it's to do with her OCD. Like, her brain just doesn't allow it at all. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? I just love leftovers if I have things. I know I love leftovers if I have things for later. I have that problem. Like, I really like to buy special fried rice from the Chinese place that I get. And I love to, like, eat half of it and then half of it for the next day. The problem is, the last couple times I've got it, I've been so depressed, I've eaten it in one go and just made myself sick. I can't stand wasting food, same. I had to throw a bunch of stuff away the other day. I think I said it in a stream you were here. But I had to throw it away and it depressed me so much. But, like, I just genuinely couldn't... Like, I couldn't force myself to eat anything. And the longer I took to eat it, the more I just couldn't eat anything. And then it was just all off and I had to throw it out. But I don't like leftover food and I don't like wasting food. Leftovers? What are leftovers? Right, let's do this. Alright, now you're gonna tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The wire in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by an old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There were still 3 Cyclocks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Well, where you say? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. Problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. Well, what am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from there. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? What do you mean, why didn't I tell you? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge was... The place you saw the lightning strike was naturally Heavenly Hall. Well, why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Ah, uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know? I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Fuck! No! No! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I'm gonna have to do that all over again, aren't I? Why did you make me press the wrong button? You just want to see Larry for longer, don't you? Because this is definitely your fault.
Take that!
Alright. The game should at least... Yeah. I felt like every time I've accidentally come out or had to come out, I felt like it would be nice if they had just stopped it at the last Cyclock. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. Do you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Is it gonna be this? Salutations here. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed.
Take that!
Here's your evidence. You called it to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's brutality like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh! First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in the book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. I'm so sorry. You were literally telling us you wanted to marry her? You have Dead Island 2? Nice. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut you, scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair? Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why are you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all these huge looks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget about this guy, forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry. But what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're gonna tell me, Larry, one way or another. Alright, next. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. Well, what doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night, something more incredible than lightning. What? What, when? What, where? What, why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Well, what's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Well, why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. You have him talking about the Cyclops. He's so fed up of them. Oh my god. Big stretch. Right, onwards. February 9th, 9:47 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh my, Mr. Larice feels that way about me? Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today? No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini, she claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donim, correct? That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well, then. Mr. Edgeworth, yes? You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed, don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris, it's a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. Mr. Edgeworth, I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself, whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. To be fair, she doesn't quite look like, Dahlia. Oh no, it's the Canadian. He hasn't grown. Like, it was 15 years ago, wasn't it, that all of this shit happened? He hasn't aged a day. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Her hair is a different color, but I'm pretty sure that she's the same model. Well, okay, look different might be wrong, but the way they have her face and stuff, she doesn't look quite... How do I put it? The expression, I guess, is what I'm going for. It doesn't look the same at all. Like, it doesn't look like Dahlia's girly girl expression, and it doesn't look like her bitch please expression. They've made her seem very gentle and very innocent compared to what Dahlia ever looked. Young old-ass judge, the defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Softer, that's the word I was looking for. Indeed. I am not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that a prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant...
Objection!
No. No. No, I didn't want Von Karma back. Where's my husband? The prosecution stands ready, and you are Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. But von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as the man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't, but I'm sure I've seen him before. I told you, there is no such weakling. Well, what is this, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom, but bailiff, remove that whip,
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. Oh, Edgeworth has no, objection to being whipped. We've just learned a little bit about our edgy boy. He doesn't mind the whip. It kind of makes sense that he'd ask Francesca to do this, though. Like, it kind of makes sense. Yet you don't. The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. don't say that. Edgeworth, when my boy is not across the room from you, do not mention his coffee. Don't do this to me. I'm sad now. I want Goddit. Where is he? I mean, the man you met before me was wearing an incredibly ornate suit. Look at mine. You know what? I very nearly made very much the same thing. Same thing, same comment. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. And how does he know it's 17 cups of coffee? This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Ah! Stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case, with as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donim. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There's no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. Also, I'll BRB buying a whip? And so it begins. My first and last trial as defense attorney. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I can. Wait. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Ah! The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? Wasn't Edgeworth a defense attorney before? No, he was never a defense attorney. He wanted to be a defense attorney, but then his dad was murdered in front of him and he decided to be a prosecutor, right? That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I'd finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. Because his mentor, the guy that taught him, was Von Karma's dad. Who actually was the guy who killed his dad, right? That's how it all went around. So it's simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. You got taken in and raised by Manfred von Karma. See, I remember some things. I remember the trauma that one of my husbands went through. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miss Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. We're gonna see a lot more of Edgeworth.
Hold it!
What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with spirits is what we train people to do, right? We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madame. In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It is all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place?
Hold it!
Forgive me, never forgiven. Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. Wahaha! Waha! On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
Hold it!
You left Iris to help, with what? What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 PM, so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolytes so they don't pass away. Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the Inner Temple, correct? Yes, yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. She named herself Bikini. Her name isn't actually Bikini. She named herself Bikini. Don't worry about it, Dogma.
Hold it!
So you returned to the Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath. My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done in kind of world after all. How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. Huh? I bet your next question is gonna be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to watch the young ones. Well, what are you going on about? I was... Quah! Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck on the defense bench? Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so...
Hold it!
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right, in other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. I have... Maybe it's this? Wait. Loss of blood from stabbing back. Body fell 10 foot after death. As you can see, my back looks act up, so I left Iris to help. There's no bath in the temple. So after I finished, just started heading back. That's when I saw it. Maybe? That statement contradicts the data provided by this piece of evidence. It does? How do you mean? Forgive me, Your Honor, but you just said it yourself that it does. Don't try to play mind games with me. No? Hello and goodbye, Akbar. Curses, it appears I have to adjust to being on this side of the courtroom. You go from my room to the main hall. You have to take a winding hallway, which you can see in the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence. The witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There's no complicated setup in this case. Maybe that one instead? Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory after all. Well, well, well. Don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. No. She said that... What? A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. Why? All people lie, that is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question. Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Well, that isn't exactly what My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Why in winter? And I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that that alone would do the trick. Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. About Iris! And let us return to the cross-examination. You can see my back like sack up. Iris wasn't in the temple. She was exactly as she'd been at dinner. Oh, well, she wasn't. She can't have been. Because she gave Thingy the hood. Can cold weather affect your memory? Because I feel like my memories got worse in the cold weather. I feel like I get dumber in the warm weather, like a troll.
Objection!
No, she was talking about her memory that time. I know weather does affect, like, bad backs and knees and things like that. Trust me, I know that. But she was talking about her memory that time. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course, that is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wahaha, wahaha. Wait a minute.
Objection!
I'll hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen a defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Well. I like the fact that from behind she's literally stood on crates as well. It's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Order in the court. Witness your response. Why? Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile, a surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. Why? If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness. Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They must need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. That was hard for me to say. After my bath. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was... Oh, Mr. Gillies. Iris was... and with that sword of all things... Mr. Gillies was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. There we go! You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in 2 and 4, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that. This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Scumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name, can you do something about that habit of yours? How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back there that night, did you? That's right. I was heading along the walkway toward the main hall.
Hold it!
You say you heard a noise. Thump, just like that. That could only be a sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground? I never thought of that. Wahaha, wahaha, ho 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 ho. Ah, the next one to laugh is a whipping. Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and... This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to... I am a good-looking young man, thank you. The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please, don't keep us in suspense. Her hood. Her hood? That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? Ugh. Ha! You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? No. This line of questioning is only going to tear the wound open further. These statements are as useless as the investigations of a certain detective. There is no need to record them. Very well. Please, continue with your testimony. Humph.
Hold it!
The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct? Which means the victim's room was on the 2nd floor. No, Hazakura Temple is a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a 2-story building. I see. And the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct? Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room after all. What makes you so sure of all this? It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump, just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height. But that was after she died. It appears the witness was not mistaken then. Yep, I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. She carried the bag. Oh yeah, with her bag, she couldn't carry the bags. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she is lying. This is a very powerful testimony too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only two things I can believe in right now. My client Iris and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Objection! Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Ah! That's right. It says after death right here. The scene a witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out of the window, down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Why? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your work would just cause traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there's no blood in the room, then you are... I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, it will be when it's removed. That would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. No, it doesn't. Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. Humph. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all superstition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please, give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. With the whip? Oh my god, Edgeworth! I love you! Oh boy, alright. Yep, he plays the hockey fig because, you know... Yeah, no, he does actually play it. He does actually play it. Further details. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Amy Faye, was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma strived for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska Von Karma. Unless he's in the NHL, the playoff beard doesn't mean he plays, so I was confused. There's a legal league in game. There is. I think they might have mentioned it when Fick was in bed still this morning. I don't think it was last stream that they mentioned it. I do think it might have been today's stream. You might have just missed it, Fick. To be fair. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. further details.
Hold it!
At that time, was the victim bleeding? Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all of this, of course, so I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound. In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Hold it!
Think carefully, this is very important. It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mr. Gillise's body. It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports a theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. But that doesn't mean that Iris did it, right?
Hold it!
So, you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-fleckled clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? Yes. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. Well, what did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out? Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Witness, you will add this to your testimony. Oh, was that important? More important than you can imagine. Well, they likely saw it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even when they showed the picture earlier on, it looked more like they made the picture of her, like, stabbing her. It looked like she was pulling it out than it was, pulling her in. Oh, wait a minute. This wouldn't be right, though, would it? Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here. Well, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. Look at her stubby little legs. What do you mean? Please explain your... Why? Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble? I too may appear to be a weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem with the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a sword. I'm not even going to attempt to say it anymore. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You've still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, there'd be blood all the way up to the hilt. Why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! Order! What? Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could have maybe managed one if that. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there could only be one answer. And that is... the weapon used to kill the victim was not the sword. What? A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think that this sword was the murder weapon? Well, it's because Mystic Amy was holding it. Exactly. However, if we reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the sword was the murder weapon. Order, order, order! Wah! So maybe the sword was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the murder take place? Where did the real murder weapon disappear to? Oh, that one then. It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Of course it wasn't. Another mystery to throw into the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe... I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what? Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Not much. I saw the murderer around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all, of course. Witness, please, tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There are indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. Subway sounds nice. I was thinking of a Subway today, along with I was thinking of that or a KFC. I got the KFC in the end. Kinda now wish I got a Subway, to be honest. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. It was a nice KFC. It was really nice.
Hold it!
You are sure about the time? Yes, I was worried about it after all. Why was that? Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11 I decided to leave Hazakura Temple. Her estimation of the time seems reliable at least. Please continue, sister. Our subways have done this thing now where instead of like... Well, I mean, you've always had that whole, you know... Like, you can get a ham in this, or this and that, or whatever. Like, they've had their name sandwiches. But they've now got actual, like, proper... named sandwiches. And to be fair, the Caesar one they do is really nice. I had it the other day when my mum bought me one. But I was kind of like, I just kind of miss having the chicken and bacon one. You know? I kind of missed having the chicken bacon one and being able to do whatever I wanted with it. Why do they have to take that away from me, huh? Instead I've got a Caesar thing. And after asking... Hey. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct? Right, the one who trampled me. Assume she's the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright, he didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too. Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back, so I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. So your fault? It's not your fault. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. Now you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived? Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? Looks likely that the snowmobile is related to this case. I can't help but think that Iris used it, but what for? I better hold off on this for now. Well then, witness. How long does it take to reach the bridge by snowmobile? In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. Ah, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? I think that's why the question was asked in the first place. It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. Crunch. I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for? Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes. It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile. I have to concede that this is more than enough time. Is that all you wish to concede, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Well, it would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here. Oh? And what would this mystery element be? The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma. Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in an honor, while Your Honor? What? She's as over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this fraud account. Not riding anything since then? I think she might want to ride Edgeworth though. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're just back at the beginning. I was too busy going on about her riding. Right. Maybe I threw the weapon into the Eagle River and come back while I was knocked out. You can help dust the place? Wow. Wow. Oh! 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 But besides thinking about riding Edgeworth, I've come to a conclusion. And it definitely had nothing to do with riding Edgeworth. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You've finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. Huh. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth, huh? On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it? I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth? Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain? Why there's a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? He can point that fucking rude index finger at me at any point. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to contrary. A. Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. That would be this, right? Snow, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to... Yeah, there you go. Edgy Demerk? Demerk? Witness, please tell us again what time it is when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report. Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Huh? Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Ah! Order. Very well, then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Why? It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this, then. When is a weather report ever correct? Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Gwa! Forecast data or all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? No true Canadian would say it's close something. There's no snowfall in that picture? I'm guessing that's what it's going for, but that picture wasn't taken at the time of the crime. guessing it's gonna be their foot. No snow on the body. Good point, good point. I was gonna say it's probably the footprints. Wait, where's the picture of Iris? What do you mean? This picture of Iris? No, we don't have a picture of Iris. We have a picture of Elise. We don't have one of Iris. You think of the flashback? But yeah, no, it's just this one. Yeah, okay, how's it going? Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard where the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. I hope you're doing alright today, Kay. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. Just one exception, and that is the victim herself, Miss Elise Donin. Fucking hate her name. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. Nuh. Nuh. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in his photograph, there should be two sets of tracks. Oh, I forgot that everything goes so fast. Why the fuck do I have to always read so fast when fucking Von Karma's around? I fucking hate Von Karma. What are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. And when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. They drove a very nice line into there. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Huh? Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder, which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. The snowmobile can't cross a suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right, but what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. But that isn't possible. Order in the court. What does this all mean? So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. Is it going to be Larry? I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen a snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night? Alright, I get it. We're gonna go and get Larry. I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. The judge is looking awfully young today. I mean, the judge is looking awfully Canadian today. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that, unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Hold on, something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. But really? You know of someone who might have seen a snowmobile on the night of the murder? That's the worst thing anyone could be! Can't fuck think! I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind, which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you are talking about? Fucking Larry. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de Laduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dolan. Her student, interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder? That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. What exactly was it that he saw? What happened to the regular judge? So, Edgeworth has to be the defending judge. For God's sake. The defending attorney is what I'm trying to say. So he's trying to stop people from, knowing it's him. Because he's meant that apparently in this world you can only be a prosecutor or a defendant, a defense attorney. You can't be both. So this judge doesn't remember him because he did one case 5 years ago with him in. And Von Karma's just playing up for him so that no one calls into question why he's suddenly defending someone. So that is why we've got a different judge. But I kind of missed the judge. What exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. He will not take long to summon him. Very well, Larry. So just some convoluted BS, exactly. You understood that completely? Good. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Ms. Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. I left this my mark on this world. Now I can pass on. No, you cannot. Dogma, you must stay. Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet. Because I must pee. I must pee. I will leave you some music though. This is also a good place where I could make a break in the VOD for YouTube. Because this is gonna be long. Have your favorite song, Fick.